Hello, I'm Tinley Park Mayor Michael Glotz. With me today are Tinley Park Deputy Chiefs Thomas Tilton and Lawrence Rafferty. On January 13th, 2021, in the final hours of the lame duck session of the 101st General Assembly, the Illinois House and Senate passed a broad criminal justice reform bill. House Bill 3653, Senate Amendment 2, spearheaded by our local Senator Michael Hastings and House Representatives Bob Rita and Justin Slaughter, impacts many aspects of the criminal justice system, including policing, pretrial court processes, sentencing, and prison policies. On January 1st, 2023, just a few short months from now, the so-called Safety Act will go into effect throughout Illinois, effectively abolishing cash bail for offenses such as arson, second-degree murder, aggravated battery, aggravated DUI, aggravated fleeing, drug-induced homicide, intimidation, burglary, robbery, kidnapping, and threatening a public official, and much more too numerous to list here. After being charged, the accused would be released without bail to await their court date entirely free and unfettered at the discretion of the judge. Our communities face unfunded state mandates, forcing additional costs for training, body cameras, and additional hires needed to review camera footage to produce for court and media requests. Certainly, this act will place additional strain on our police department, budget, and court system. When the new act becomes law in January, those on electronic monitoring must be in violation for 48 hours before law enforcement can even act. Law enforcement will no longer be able to arrest for Class B and C misdemeanors. And police officers will no longer be able to remove trespassers from homes. The businesses, sheds, swimming pools, bars, our restaurants, grocery stores, malls, or even the front porch of a residence. An officer will just write a ticket for those offenses and he will leave. The trespasser will then be the responsibility of the landowner. We're fearful that many of these events will eventually end up in a physical altercation. But those who passed this bill while we were in bed sleeping had no concern about that. And if that wasn't disturbing enough, there's more. I know this all sounds far-fetched and implausible, but sadly it isn't. It's real and it's coming. The name of this act is an absolute joke because the only people it keeps safe are the multitudes of criminals it protects. This act and the legislators who passed it in the middle of the night without even reading the 750 plus pages have completely abandoned the people of Illinois and the police officers who serve them in favor of thieves and murderers. Simply put, the Safety Act makes it much harder for our police to do their job and puts our entire community at risk. I'd like to thank Will County State's Attorney Jim Glasgow and Kankakee County State's Attorney Jim Rowe for filing lawsuits regarding this act. It's an important step in repealing this legislation. If you want to help end this madness, this seemingly endless attempt by those in power to destroy our society and the communities we love, I strongly urge you to please write and call your representatives as soon as possible and demand that this reckless and hazardous act be repealed immediately. There isn't one reason for anybody watching this message to not get out and vote. We need to come together and challenge this bill. We need legislators who put constituents before criminals. And if they don't listen to you, make your voices heard in November and vote them all out of office. It's sad that I even have to say that because it seems like a no-brainer. But that's the world we live in these days. Together, we can stop the storm from coming and send an obvious and straightforward message. Enough is enough. Thank you.